Langford at second base, playing all the way out on the grass.
And Langford's feet as he now moves in. A pitch from Hain is grounded to short. Easy play. Fires over to first for out number 1. Nice play by Ella McVeigh over at short. Makes a routine play for the first out here in this ball game. Hain rocks and deals. A 1-2. Grounded towards third. That's Erickson who charges forward. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in this first half inning.
That's a great play by Erickson. Surprised Cody wasn't tempted by any of those.
Cody with the good eye here. She's drawn the count full. Here's the payoff pitch. Grounded to third. Erickson snags it and fires over to first for the third out of the inning. Cornhuskers go down in order in the... Here's the 2-1 from Harness. Line drive deep into right field. That ball is gone! Ellie Sealer with the leadoff home run in the home half of the first inning, and Michigan jumps out to the early lead.
That ball was crushed, Peter. Absolutely no doubt about that one. Destroyed over the right field wall on a frozen rope.
Frozen rope indeed, hitting that first row of fans and in that right field. Their payoff pitch from Harness. Langford will take ball 4. So the Michigan Wolverines get the lead, the second hitter on with the walk. So first base will be occupied with 1 out. And as she'll line that one deep down the right field line, that's going to get down into the corner. Erickson takes a long round of first. She'll hold at first, but Langford goes first to third on that play. Good base running by Indy Langford. So the corners will be loaded with nobody out still in this first inning.
Really detrimental at this point.
Here is the 3-0 pitch. That pitch is high, no chance at it. So a 4-pitch walk from Harness takes Stoll to first base, and that will load the bases for the catcher Lily Valamont. Here's the 1-1 from Harness. Line drive up the middle, caught on the line. That's going to be a double play as Kaneda caught the ball, and then she touched second as Erickson was off and running. Poor tight slack stop. Here's the 3-0. Takes it for ball 4, so another walk issued, and that will reload the bases once again. Harness has already walked 2 batters today. And the bases are loaded once again, this time for Ella Stevenson. Doubles. Michigan would take a double here. That pitch is lined down the right field line, but it's going to be right to the right fielder, Neal, who will make the play for the third out. So Michigan picks up the leadoff home run. They threatened to do a lot more, but they strained 2 bases loaded opportunities, and we will stay at 1-0 in favor of Michigan here after 1 inning. You're listening. Now Hain will rock and deal the 2-2. That one is in the zone for strike 3. First strikeout of the game for either side goes to Aaron Hain. First out of the inning for Michigan. Beautiful day of softball. Here's the payoff pitch. Off speed in there. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Aaron Hain. That one on the off-speed pitch in the zone. 2 up, 2 down here in the second inning.
And Hain looking really solid in this quick, efficient defense.
Here's a 1-1 grounded to first. Thole will scoop it up. Beats Neal to the bag. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Huskers once again. So another really good defensive inning for Michigan. 2 strikeouts and an easy. Harness checks the wrist for the call. It sets to rock and deal. The 1-1 is lined past the third baseman Gray and into left field for a leadoff single. So Michigan once again getting on the first pitch, or on the first at bat.
Off the glove. I mean, it probably would have hit the wall had she not been in the way.
McVeigh will show bunt on the first pitch, and she'll lay down a beauty. Advances Costales to first, but McVeigh will be thrown out. Gray with a nice play. Only 4 outs so far. Here is that pitch. Grounded up the middle, through the glove of Andrews. Runner will hold at third. It's Costales stays at third, but that ground ball past the glove of Bree Andrews and into center field. Here's the 0-1 to Langford. Slapped down the left field line. It's going to be fair. That's going to bring in a run. RBI single for Indy Langford, and that makes it 2-0 Wolverines. She put it perfectly between Gray and Bland at third and left field, finding grass. And this game is now 2-0 in favor of and Steeler at second. And Maddie Erickson in the right-handed batter's box. First pitch to Erickson is grounded softly to short. Andrews will field and fire to first, so she'll get the one out. Runners advance to second and third, but Billy Andrews makes a play that she needs to, fires over to first base, gets the second out of the inning, but now 2 runners in scoring position. She checks the pitch, rocks and deals. That ball is hit high and deep into left field. Back at the wall, and it is gone, a home run! 3-run home run for Kiki Thole, blowing the game open. A 4 spot in the second inning, and that makes it 5-0 Wolverines.
And like the first one, that ball was absolutely crushed. No doubt about it, clearing the fence by easy.
Emerson Cope rocks and deals for the payoff pitch. Line drive right to the first baseman, Bacon, who makes a play right down the line to retire the side, but not before the Wolverines put up a 4 spot. So here's the 0-1 pitch to Brooke Andrews. Time call, and that hit Andrews in the elbow. So I didn't see it hit her.
Yeah, it looked totally normal to me.
Must have grazed her elbow. Either way, that's going to be the first base and nobody out here in the top of the third. First pitch to Bacon is grounded up the middle and into center field for a base hit. So first 2 runners get on, hit by pitch, and then a first pitch. Cerritos, California native. The 1-0 to Kane. She'll ground it to short or to second base. Langford's going to catch it, flip it over to first base to get the only out she could. 2 now with just the 1 out. Here's the 0-2 to Andrews. Called strike 3. Big time strikeout, like you said. That'll be the second out of the inning. A nice crowd, nice ovation from the Gray due up. Here's a pitch to Gray. She's going to line off a weird hop past Erickson at third, and that's going to get into left field and bring in a run. Took a weird hop past the diving Erickson, and Nebraska's going to get on the board and score there. Third. Here's the pitch from Erin Hain. Swinging a line drive deep into the right center field, and that ball is gone! Emerson Cope sends it out. 3-run home run, and Nebraska's right back in this game. It's 5-4.
Yeah, and like you said, again, that ball was absolutely crushed. Every home run we've seen today has been just destroyed.
They enjoy playing from behind, but she'll swing and miss there to end the frame. So Erin Hain gives up the home run and a 4 spot, but she gets the strikeout there to end the inning. So go to the bottom of the third. Nebraska gets 4 back. It's now 5-4.
Out. Rather not have a base runner with no outs to start the inning, especially with all the runs that are being scored in this game.
And here's the payoff pitch. That's going to be low. And just as you say it, Michigan gets the leadoff runner on for the
first runner. And then we saw that again.
Ella Stevenson will bunt again. That one got loose from Gray, but she was able to recover and make the play to first base. Good job by Gray staying composed as she mishandled the bunt for a moment.
A little bit of an interesting situation there. Clearly a sacrifice bunt from Stevenson, but almost turned into a hit.
And here comes Costala. She'll drive it deep into right field, back at the wall, and Neal makes the catch as she's, but oh my, as Conway tags from second and scores. Heads up base running from Janisa Conway, tagging from second as Neal made the catch with her back to the wall, and she just didn't get the ball in time, so Michigan will add a run on a sacrifice fly from second base. You don't see that too often.
Yeah, it really has been incredible.
Pitch from Cope with 2 outs. That's going to be skied into the air to left field. Charging in, it's Bland, and she'll make the play to retire the side. Michigan gets 1 run, no hits, 2-2 for the moment. Then they switch to 3-1. Confused herself a little bit there behind the plate. Here's a payoff pitch, though. That one rolls in, so that'll be a leadoff walk to Breadwell. And Nebraska gets their 2nd consecutive inning with the leadoff runner outs here in the top of the 4th. Here's Haynes' 2-1 pitch. That hits Neal. So that's going to put 2 runners on with no one out here in the 4th inning. Nebraska, these Cornhuskers. So nobody out. Infield in. as Brooke Andrews grounds it softly to second base. Langford on the charge, fires over to first, gets the out. Runners advance to second and third, but Michigan gets the one out they can with Indy Langford charging.
Oh, but still a great play. It's a tough play to make.
And here comes Bella Bacon in the dish. She'll line it right to Kiki Thole, who makes the play. So quick 2 outs for Hannah George in the circle. Again with 2 outs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. She'll pull back and swings and chops it over to short. Langford will field at second, fires the play to get the out. And that was the 3rd out of the inning, but they would have gotten the out at home as well. So Michigan gets out of that inning with no harm done. Langford to Thole. We were talking about that pregame, the little blue bounty slide for the kids out here. Here's the 0-2 to Sealer. That one's going to hit Sealer. So Sealer will get on base, down 0-2, hit by pitch. On half of the 4th inning. Infield in for Nebraska. Cope winds and deals. Langford shows bunt. They're going to check the runner at first. Sealer, she is safe. As Breadwell tried to throw behind Sealer. 2-1 now. Here's Cope's 2-1. Langford gets the bunt down. That's going to be perfectly placed in time to get the runner. So runner advances to second, but Langford gets the bunt down and moves just 1 out. Trying to extend this Michigan lead. Here's the 0-1. That's lifted high towards left field. Bland is under it. Runner tags but holds. So Erickson flies out. Runner forced to hold at second. That's Sealer. And that'll be 2 outs now. Bring up. Here's a 3-0 pitch. That one will miss the zone. So a 4-pitch walk for Kiki Thole. Fills up the open base at first. So we first and second loaded with 2 outs with Lily Valmont coming up to the plate. Well, here's Valmont with 2 runners on. She'll sky the first pitch deep into right center or left center field. The center fielder, Brooke Andrews, will field it and make the play to retire the side. So Michigan gets 2 runners on, both on walks, with a ground out and a strikeout. She will lead off this top half of the 5th inning. Here's the first pitch from George. Andrews will line it over to Kiki Thole, who makes the play, touches the first base bag. 1 second plate appearance. So 1 for 2. She takes the 1-0 pitch, lines it right to Indy Langford, in and out of her glove, flips it over to first, not in time. So that liner right to Langford, a pretty soft line drive. Trying to tie this game with 1 swing. She's going to slow chopper to Erickson. She charges, fires over to first, gets the out. Good play by Maddie Erickson to get the out at first. Runner does advance to second now with 2 outs.
Hitting over 300 on the season.
And it's a big opportunity to do it with the runner on second base. She'll ground the first pitch to short. That's McVeigh, who fires over to first. Not in time. Runner heads home, but they're going to get her at home. Sydney Gray, aggressive base running, rounding third, head home. Kiki Thole aware.
From the almost home run in right field.
1 ball, no strike. That's going to be lined over to shortstop. Andrews fires over to first in time. Stretching his Bacon. Conway in the crowd here thought she beat it out. 1 pitch at least to show bunt, and she won't though. She will swing right back to the pitcher who doubles up Conway at first. Emerson Cope made the play on the liner, threw it over to Bella Bacon. A 1-3 double play. And she faces a very hitter-friendly 3-0 count from Cope. That pitch is outside, so another 4-pitch walk. Costales reaches base for the 2nd time today. Excuse me, in her first at bat. She shows bunt, pulls back, and slaps it softly to short, or to second. Kaneda will fire it over to Bacon at first, and that will retire the side. So Michigan gets no runs on that half inning. Score remains 6-4. Stays in the circle, though. To Ava Breadwell. She's 0 for 1 today. She'll ground the first pitch over to short. McVeigh fires over. Easy 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Neal hit by pitch and a ground out. Her 2 at-bats. She'll ground this first pitch to Erickson, who bobbles it and can't make the play. So Nebraska reaches on the error. A roller to Erickson. She was just trying to field it and a hit in and out of her glove, and then she couldn't read. Here's the 3-1 from George. That pitch is going to be low and ball 4. So the first two runners reach after the initial ground out. And now
that one looked pretty good to me.
Here's the 0-1. Swung and chopped softly. George will charge and field. Fires over to first. Got her in time. Big play by Hannah George on the soft roller right in front of here. Here's the 3-0. That pitch is low, so a 4-pitch walk is going to load the bases for Nebraska's best hitter, Billy Andrews. And we've mentioned that she hasn't had her best series here in the Big Ten standings. Here's the pitch, grounded to short. McVeigh fields it, fires over to first, not in time. The run's going to score. Ella McVeigh had a tough time fielding that play with the runner Brooke Andrews running right, nearly meeting paths.
I don't know about that one.
And we're going to see Bonnie Thole going to go talk to the third base umpire, maybe potential interference. Brooke Andrews was running from second to third as Ella McVeigh was fielding the ball, and she kind of had one of the biggest at-bats of her year right here. Here's the 1-2. High pop-up. George is under it. She will make the play with Ilakwa moving into the little miscommunication, but Hannah George makes the play herself.
It's a little tough from this angle, but a lot of these look really, really close.
1-2 is up the middle into center field for a base hit. Sealer gets her second hit of the game. Nice liner rolled right through between second and short. And Michigan, nobody out here, bottom of the 6th. Sealer bunts that one down. It's going to be played by the third baseman. Andrews, runner is safe. Langford beat it out.
And that one again, I think a sacrifice bunt, but she...
2. Cope rocks and deals a 1-1. Liner right to third. Gray heaps in front, touches the bag at third, fires over to first. Not in time. So they get the put out at third. Gray kept the ball in front of her, tagged the bag at third, then fired across the diamond. I don't believe anyone's warming up in either bullpen. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 4. Kiki Thole walks for the third time today, and the bases are loaded. Excuse me. They're loaded with Wolverines.
Absolutely ballistic right now.
Here comes the 1-out payoff pitch from Cope. Grounded right back to Cope. She's going to fire home. Fires over to first, and a 1-2-3 double play gets Nebraska out of the inning. What a play by Cope, and Cope, the pitcher, Bredwell, the catcher. The pitcher lines it right to short into center field, and that's going to get through to the gap. Cope is going to round first, head to second, as Conway mishandled the play, and a leadoff double for Emerson Cope. Count is 2-0 to Bland. George rocks and deals. That pitch is high fly ball between center and right. The right fielder, Stevenson, will make the play. Runner holds at second. Great first out there for the...
Need to see that happen again.
Bredwell will sky this one center field. Conway is under it. She will make the play. Runner tags for a moment but will retreat. And that's 2 outs here in the 7th. And the last chance for Nebraska is going to be Caitlin Neal. Hannah George has pitched 3 2/3 of relief. Trying to finish the job here. 1 ball, no strikes. A half swing right to third. Erickson fires over to first. Got it! And this ball game is over. Michigan wins 6-5. Erickson to Carcaboro on the 5-3 put out to seal it. And Michigan takes game 2 of this best-of-3 series.
Yeah, a really, really great finish there for Michigan. It's a hard ground ball up the left field line. Gloves it over at third. Easy play over at first. Might have had the tag play, honestly, from the runner on second, but no need. Plenty of time at first base, and that'll do it. Michigan will win the series and stay undefeated at home.
Yep.